Okay, let's, so the project has been progressing. We have about 3,000 lines of code now. I've tested this on a Mac M1 Air. That's my personal machine. M3 Max MacBook Pro. That's my work machine. I just quickly ran it just to see if it would run. And of course, this is the Linux machine. It's a Windows machine. It's a HP Z800. That's my older machine, which I really like. I have no interest in really doing this for Windows. There's plenty of programs in Windows, and I'm trying to spend. I'm actually spending less and less time there in that environment. I just find Windows 10 I liked. Windows 11 is a disaster, so blow that disaster. I only use it if I really have to. Okay, so here's all the things I've kind of added in there. There's a lot of options, but now I'm more so. I'm not adding any more options anymore. I'm now fine tuning everything. Like, so I'm going at, one by one, really fine tuning it. One of the things that I did was here for the black and white filmic filter. So this will convert the color into black and white when you choose your file. Before it was a black and white grayscale. It was really flat, really ugly. It didn't have any depth to it. It just wasn't. It wasn't deep contrast or anything like that. It was very hard to even watch anything. So I spent some time investigating. Now it's going to produce filmic. Produces deep black and white with gentle contrast curves and subtle grain. So that's what that is. I might actually add some sliders here, like 1, 2, 3 here to the right, so you can adjust some of these things. But for now, I'm kind of this. It works really well. So that's what I've done. The second thing that because I actually watch a lot of movies in black and white, so this was an important feature to me. The second thing I've worked on was incorporating YTDLP into this tool, because I also download from YouTube for archival reasons, for all kinds of reasons. So we're going to do a test. Whoops, let's close this. We're going to do a test and download these two films here. This is just some random short film, short story. So let's open this download. So that's there. We can download more than one. And this is Polish, like a comedy. I know you guys are not interested in that. That's fine. Now, this is the simple menu. Like, if you just want best up to 1080p, the reason why you can't really go beyond 1080p is with paid accounts. That's the maximum. With non-paid accounts, that is the maximum you can see on YouTube, which means download from YouTube, which means that you can see higher than 1080p, but if you want to download, it kind of cuts it off there, the YouTube system at least. But you have more advanced options here. You can play around with different things, cookies and whatnot. It's all there. So now let's download this, and it's set up to download to my video folder. Okay, let's do this. So it says one of 2. That's good. That's keeping track. I have not. This is a progress bar on the bottom. I have not gotten that to work yet. It works with these other conversion features, but not with when downloading from YouTube. It's nice to have it, but I just haven't done it yet. At this point, I just want the core, like, functionality and the core goal idea, what I wanted to actually work really good and produce good outputs before I, do these extra things. Not nice to have. So we can see that the tunnel has been downloaded. Now this is that Polish movie that's a little bit bigger. It shouldn't take long as it's downloads. Let's talk about some other stuff. So you can, there's a bunch of other features. Some of them are kind of like self-explanatory. You can choose a file or one or two. You can convert it from one container to a different container. So you have containers here, you have your codecs here, trade-offs for speed, quality, settings, everything. Or you can use the super convert, which what that does is it picks the best that your computer can do, or while still kind of looking good. Says here all successfully downloaded. So at this point, let's verify that these are what they actually are. So this is supposed to be 4K. Let's open this with, let's do Handbrake, because handbrake displays the size. So video, let's do tunnel. There you go, 1920 by 1080p. So that is definitely 1080p. Let's do the other one. This was the movie. Now it looks like the best it could download is 1920 by 840. So that's this is a bit. What they do is they try to give you like a film perspective. They stretch the windows, scenographic more like that. If I'm saying that right, that's why it's probably the best that you can do for this film. But that's still really good. So we can see that it works. And by the way, you know, the commercials are there's no commercials, because I believe the way it works is the YouTube system dynamically inserts commercials on top of your YouTube videos. It doesn't like edit the videos and insert them. So the videos, as far as I'm aware, are whole like that. I don't think there's a mechanism used by YTDLP to, you know, look for them, remove them, stitch everything. I don't think it does that. But if I'm wrong, you know, do let me know. So there you go. Okay, now I wanted to clear the selection. So we have two files select. Let's clear it. Let's choose a file. Let's pick this tunnel movie. I want to convert it to black and white. So make sure this isn't selected before you press convert. So, and now I'll show you guys how that looks. The again, the file ETA, overall ETA, it all works here with the progress bar. So let's just do it. It should work. There you go. So initially the progress bar is really thin. You can barely see it. I kind of didn't like that. And also initially I just had overall file ETA, but when you select more than one file, let's say 2, 3, 4 files, I wanted to have that split in have an individual file ETA for each file, and then overall ETA split by the number of files that you've selected. So that's what kind of this is. The reason why they're one and the same is because you selected one file. If you had two, this would be twice as, this would be like a 6.6, and this would be 3.2, something like that. So this shows you the FPS. This is the output. The thing you're seeing here on the bottom is actually the output that the FFmpeg produces if you were to execute the commands at the prompt. I'm trying to do away from that because just like managing the different commands and storing them, and it's just like there was a headache. This is the primary reason why I developed this. It's just there's a lot of stuff I got tired of repeating. Plus, I never actually done this before. I wanted to learn how get some experience with more complicated programs and classes. So a whole bunch of function definements and classes. So like the window you're seeing here, that's a class, that's a GTK 3.0 class. There, I'm copying that object from what they developed, and then I'm altering it to give it a look that I want. So okay, so we're at 70% right now. What else can I tell you? Okay, there's another feature I added was allow upscaling. Can't click that right now because it's running. But if you have some lower grade sources like 480p or something like that, it's recommended to upscale these to 720p. Like it says here, upscaling that doesn't create new detail. The app only upscales smaller video to 1080p. Larger videos keep the original resolution. The aspect ratio is preserved and even dimensional enforced. The upscaling toggle is disabled because the target acts as a minimum. This was originally here. You can also change your encoders for audio for whatever reason. There you go, and that pops up and tells it it's finished. So let's look at how this works now. Did it overwrite the color one? I think it did, maybe. Oh no, this is the color.
Just don't get lost out there.
Okay, this is the color. Great. Where's the output folder? There it is. So this is the black and white. It should look good. Rich. Check this
Doing my
out.
own thing,
I
you
mean,
know?
that looks pretty good for black and white, if you ask me. That tunnel is super black. Nice black. It's not like a gray black. I'm still going to investigate more into this because this is an area of interest for me. By the way, I just kind of downloaded this film randomly. I don't really know much about it. This guy. Um, so again, the video TS. That's again for converting. If you rip the DVD, my software, this tool cannot rip DVDs. I don't want to be legally responsible for anything like that. But it's out there. You go figure that out, and once you have it, you can just select the video TS folder with stitch everything, create a one output folder, and you can just select the video TS if you wanted to and do super convert. Now this thing also will auto detect your graphics cards. If you have any graphics cards with hardware acceleration, it will tell you what the codecs are supported. So here you have NVENC H264. So it tells you everything that's kind of supported. And if it doesn't detect any, it will tell you that as well. And obviously you're going to be using the CPU for that. So I'll even alert skip if output exists. So if you're overwriting something, like even out of that. Yeah, so I will upload this in a few days to get. Excuse me, I haven't had enough sleep. Pick up my wife. She went on the cruise ship. Okay, so I was yawning a little bit. In a few days, I'll upload the latest code to Git, and you guys can have at it. I have since learned that you can also package the code into more of an executable with all the dependencies and everything. This makes the code a bit larger, considerably larger, because all your dependencies and everything is in that. But it is something new that I've discovered. I might be releasing stuff like that in the future. I'm not sure. We'll see. So that is that. Cheers.